All right, so what inspires you with fashion? Let's talk about where'd you get your influence? Where'd you get your style from? Growing up in New York City, where you get your style from?
So it's crazy you mentioned that. I was recently have a conversation with my mother and stuff, and we got more in depth. I always like, it always makes me happy to talk to my mother because I don't have a lot of time when I do, we're just catching up. But I will honestly say, my personal styling came, like within time, but she was the first person to show me like colors, patterns, how stuff fit. Like, that's my mom. I am helping her getting dressed, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice. And it's how seeing stuff fit. So I think I would say inspiration from her as always, because when I get dressed, she helps me, and when she gets dressed, she helps me like, oh, how does this look? Should I iron this? Does these colors go together? So I think she's helped me be very cautious when developing my own style of how I want to look. I would say like a certain like how I want to be presented, and like what to do, what not to do in a way, and then also just like reading up on magazines, Google. Like I said,
what entertainer inspired you growing up? I know it had to be somebody. We had too many videos back in the day.
I would honestly say like I went through, it was the early 2000s. You go through your phases of the baggy stuff, but what really I would say, who really like was like helped me in a way. Like I was like, oh, okay, it's okay to like want to be more fitted. Everything was like, oh, I'm saying his name wrong.
Oh, you gotta get this. You gotta get this right, sir. You gotta get this right. We got time.
Y'all can edit this, right? All right, good. The guy, what's his name? I know his last name is Bentley.
Oh, Farnsworth.
All right, Farnsworth Bentley. So like, I went through a preppy stage. I was like wearing the vests, the button ups. I had a uniform. It was cool. So that helped. And then I would say Kanye played a role. Not too many rappers, I would say, because after a while I got out of the baggy phase.
Okay.
Like, and then like maybe like some R&B people.
So
maybe Chris
Brown. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna say for me.
Pharrell.
Oh,
yeah.
Pharrell?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Pharrell's on my list too. Also, I would say Jim Jones, 2006, 2005. Jim Jones, when he was like rock star, like.
Oh, rock star!
You know what I'm saying?
He could do no wrong.
Him, Jewel,
the whole Dipset,
Lil Wayne. Man, like that era right there, it's like it was absolutely crazy. Like from me being from the South for the most part to embracing New York, like the way I dress, you would have thought I lived in New York. Like I was from New York. Like I lived and breathed only New York at the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was in school, it's like I'm looking at all of these videos and it's strictly New York that I wanted, like that I'm trying to get fly with. Like it's
nobody was competing with us. It was,
man, it was crazy.
It was nasty.
The belts with the, you know what I mean, with the chains or the wide leg pants or the boot cut, the boot cut
cuts
jeans.
with your
you know what
Air
I'm saying?
Forces,
with
the name belts. It was a lot.
You know what's crazy?
Jerseys. What?
So I feel like my favorite shoe. No, let me ask you this: what's your favorite shoe of all time?
Of all time,
yes. And why is it your favorite shoe of all time? Come on now, you got to be quick with this. This shouldn't even take you this long.
Okay, so my favorite would be like, honestly, because it was like one of my first loves, and I was just so excited. Would be the Margiela.
Mm-hmm. The Margielas?
Yeah.
You feel like that's your favorite shoe of all time?
Right. Like if we're like my first love, right now, it's gonna be my Geo baskets. Like
okay. I'm gonna throw a curveball.
Go ahead. Let me see.
So I think my favorite shoe of all time, and I'm thinking about the feeling that I had, what I had to do to get these shoes, um, and just overall when I went to school, like the shoe just completed the outfit. Like
What?
all white, low top, white on white, Air Force Ones.
Okay.
Classic silhouette. It's never going out of style. I remember, so I was probably like elementary school. My mom was like, take us to the mall, like me and my other little brothers, like pick out a pair of shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can pick out a pair of shoes. That was one of the shoes that I picked out. I don't know why I picked it out. Like, at the time, I don't think it was like a popular shoe. Like, at the time, it was like early 90s, so I really don't think it was like a popular shoe. But it was just something that attracted me to that shoe. And once, like, I started getting older in, like, middle school, and then I went to high school, you got the whole, like, Dipset movement now.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know what I'm saying? All you see is these dudes with Air Force Ones on. You got Nelly with the, you know what I mean, with the Air Force,
jersey.
you know what I mean, with the Air Force Ones, and it's like, nah. See, I was doing this back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I was already doing this back in the day. So it was like I had to get another pair. It was like I had to. And once I got that pair, man, I was like, God, like it became ultimately like my all-time favorite shoe, like all time. And I haven't bought a pair Air Force Ones in so long.
Why?
until
Oh, okay.
So it's back to school time. My son, he just started school last week, and I was like, damn. Like I had bought him already a couple pairs of shoes, but I always like steered away from just the Air Force Ones. For some reason, I feel like they was too typical for the kids, like, and the adults too. I feel like it was just too typical. And
That's the go-to though on the
I
low.
I know it.
I
It
bought
really
pair. It's the
really
go-to.
is. It really is. And I was like, nah. But then I was like, nah. He needs them. Like he
To be exposed.
He needs those. So I went ahead and bought them. And then I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to have a matching pair with him. So I was like it was like a whole, like it was like an out of body experience putting that shoe on. I was like, I can't believe. First of all, I haven't worn a pair of Nikes in like since Kanye signed his deal with like Adidas.
What?
Like keeping it real, like I have not. So putting that shoe on, I was like, nah, like this just feel weird to me. It feels weird. So I was like, I went ahead and copped them, and if you know from like back in the day, like watching the videos of, all these entertainers, Bow Wow, Nelly,
They used to be sold
Dipset,
out.
crazy sold out. Like you couldn't get white
Couldn't
on
get a pair.
whites if it's off season. So like when it comes to fall, no all whites. It's only dark colorways at that point. You gotta wait to spring, summer to be able to get the all whites, and then the store that might get the all whites, they might only come with the mids.
Mm-hmm.
And like
Yeah, Miz is ugly, bro.
yeah, mids is like a no go.
It's not a wasted shoe. It's just not.
It's a no go.
not-
If it's not the high with the strap at the back, like when you can turn the Velcro around, put the strap at the back.
But that was a period too.
Yeah, nah. See, that's what I'm
I
saying.
had a
You
pair.
know what I'm saying? Yes, I think I had like two pair of them. The
It's
Rasheed
like some
Wallace
special
joints.
edition one.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why it's my favorite shoe, because you can recall like so many stories of just you having Air Force Ones. That anybody will be able to tell you a story where they had like a pair of Air Force Ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like it's all time favorite shoe. Like but you just got to put your little own spin on it. So when I pulled them out the box, I freaked it a little bit. You know what I mean? I took it back to the old head days. I got to skip the holes with the lacing. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the every hole got to have the lace. Nah, I can't do it like that. I need my strings to be moving all over the place. You know what I mean? So when I put them on, it's like,
Until you crease it.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know what? If you're gonna spend $90 now on a pair of shoes, then you need to invest in the things that go with the shoes as well. So
No,
shoe trees.
but bro, it's
you
a
need-
shoe. Like all shoes crease. Like I
Yeah,
never
of
understood that.
course.
Like, I got it.
All
But all
shoes
shoes
trees.
crease, bro.
Yeah, but
People,
you can
people
you
used to make it seem like your shoe was never supposed to crease out of. Like, bro, if your shoe
Yeah,
crease,
I mean,
throw it
but-
away, bro.
I mean,
throw
but
it.
that-
It's no
that-
good, bro. Throw
that
it
that was
away.
that was because of what we was learning, like what they was teaching us. We
No,
was getting programmed.
I had a friend and really didn't wear the shoe. Yeah, I said,
we was getting programmed when you start walking like ducks because you ain't want the, you know what I mean?
people
Or you-
taking off
you
their
know,
shoe like, nah, bro, I can't wear it, bro. I wore it too long.
or you putting you know whatever inside of this shoe to keep it from creasing or
the extra sock.
yeah, I was about to say we used to, like, back in the day we didn't never have to use like footies or whatnot. We used to have
And
the
it wasn't
long
that much
the
cleaning
long
spray.
tube socks and just flipped it over on top of your foot. You know what I mean? And there you go. Now you got a whole inside where it's gonna keep the creases out. So again, you see how many stories? It's just
You're right.
it's Air Force One, all time favorite shoe.
My mom never listened to me when I went shopping with her. So
So you didn't?
when I finally so I never forget. I wanted a pair of Jordans. I thought it was a Brett Fours. It wasn't. It was like some 2.0s. So I was like, oh, y'all have this shoe, and they was like, oh no, they're sold out.
Oh, you had the Team Jordans.
So I had like some, I don't know, the Foot Locker, and then
There was Team Jordans.
she like, oh, you could get them. I'm like, all right. No, they're not the right one. Just like, all right, I'm gonna wear my Dickies over these. They just go to the front.
You had the Team Jordans. Nah.
And then the guy told her I needed a bigger size. I said, bro, no, I don't. She go, no, we need them to last. So like that's why I like now when I'm finally able to get what I want, I would say for me, like just or the trials and tribulations, that's why those two would be my favorite. Cause
So the Margiela
or
And
the
that-
Jib or the Rick.
or the Rick. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I mean both of those are still classic silhouettes in their own right. I just feel like the Air Force One is still, you dress it up. It's like
Dress it up or dress it down.
you dress it up or dress it down. Like
Wedding.
it's
Oh, don't sleep. Back to your point you had made earlier. Don't sleep on Nike. Nike, like comfortability is really up there.
Yeah,
like, I didn't know until
it
like
is. But you know what
I brought, like, a
what
few.
I don't really like about the brand of Nike. Like
Why?
Some
the
things.
culture of Nike.
Yeah,
'cause
but it's also the brand too, because the brand is
the culture.
yeah. So I feel like, far as them embracing certain things, it's like they have to be
Pick and
they
choose.
they have to make sure it's gonna work first before they stand behind it.
But that's like everyone. Though.
Nah,
you wouldn't
it's
just pick
other
something and
brands
stand behind it.
No, it's other brands that
No, but as a
example.
person.
No, but we're gonna use Adidas for example.
Okay.
Like you can say, even for the content of like Run DMC, right? I mean, they were still talking about drugs and sex and all of this other stuff, and Adidas still was able to back them as well, like still be behind them. So I feel like Adidas is always for like actual culture, but how they run like their corporate offices are a little different. Like we could be the face, but I don't think we're in the corporate offices. But with Nike, I feel like they have to make sure it's almost like they playing it safe. Like they want to be safe by all means necessary before they just jump out the window and say, yeah, we're gonna back you. Example, Kanye, right? So the same thing that Kanye was asking for, other people or his peers have been able to come behind him and get exactly what he was asking for.
Because they didn't, which is sad. Like everyone, they didn't see the vision. They couldn't see the vision because it wasn't their vision and they didn't believe in it. So just like a lot of investors, they don't believe in. They need to see numbers. They need to see the product. And all you have is a dream. That's what happens to a lot of us. Not all we have is a dream, but they couldn't see like, oh, you want us to give you free. What he wanted? It was like
he wanted royalties.
creative direction and royalties. And they was
royalties.
just like, they do it. They was get evil for him. He was like, nah, bro, like it's my idea. I'm coming up with the concept. I'm coming to the textures. I'm gonna do all the research. I just need you to manufacture the shoe.
Yeah. And look at it
And
now.
they didn't understand that.
And look at it now.
Yeah, hitting them crazy.
crazy, almost a billion.
They
Oh,
upset.
it is a billion. He's a
Yeah.
billion dollar company now, just with the brand.
And just think about
the
that. If they
brand.
would have just invested, even though I think if they did, honestly, I'm kind of happy it went to Adidas because I don't think the shoe would have looked like that anyway.
Nah, I feel like
I don't think the shoe would have
when
looked
it
like that.
comes to the design, I feel like
It would have
it's
always been there.
it's no. I don't feel like it's no brand that can beat out like the Nike designers, like in sportswear, because you think about who's in sportswear now.
Let me think.
So you got Puma, you got Adidas, you got Reebok, you got Under Armour, um, Nike. Am I
But
missing one?
before, I honestly, personally, I feel like
Fila.
for what he has done, I don't think it would have looked. I have never seen Nike do something similar or close. I have always seen Adidas, even when they do this stuff with the campaigns, it's always been
I mean, that's because
a little something.
he was actually designing. So he was actually designing this product.
You
so
can't.
That's,
So
that's
you
why.
saying you think it would have came out? Not saying like hypothetically speaking. Like
I think it
if he
would've
would have
came
told them
out-
what to do, they would have knew what he was talking about.
I think it would have came out if they would have been able to invest the same amount or just had that same open concept of just allowing him to be able to express himself. I feel like what he did with the Yeezy 1, we didn't see another shoe prior to that looked like that in the way that it was shaped, from the bulkiness in the back. Like you wouldn't even know what if you're not familiar with the shoe, if you look at the back of the shoe, it's like wide at the top and then it gets narrow in the middle. That's because it's a Y. It's shaped in a Y. So if you look at where the pull tab is in the back of the shoe, where it says Yeezy on the back, that is shaped in a Y. So
Learn something new.
You got that. You got the glow in the dark to match with the glow in the dark tour when he was on. You got
So he like doing his album covers in a way.
no, I just think just the overall,
Like his geniusness.
Yes,
Like, it was
like,
there.
yeah.
It was there from the start. Okay.
like nobody was gonna be able to take that away.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
So think about the Yeezy 1, then think about the Yeezy 2. Those are two totally different silhouettes. Two totally different
The
silhouettes.
Yeezy ones when he did the like black and the tan one, right?
It's the platinums, the solar reds.
Oh, you're talking about with Nike? My bad.
Yes,
my bad,
and
my
then
bad,
he
my
came
bad.
out with the red Octobers.
Oh yeah, the Reverend.
So you think about that silhouette, how it's completely different from the first silhouette, and then transition to Adidas when that's a whole totally left idea. You didn't to be honest, when I seen that shoe, I don't think I really liked that shoe when I first seen it. It took him putting on a pair of leather pants to complement that shoe accordingly, because before, just looking at it in hand, it was like, nah, I was like, nah, this ain't it. I was like, nah, I don't like this. This ain't it. But then once he paired it with the leathers, I was like, oh, okay.
Show you what to do.
I was like,
Real
okay,
quick.
I see it. Even though the outfit wasn't the best, but the way that he just paired
quick
it with,
visual.
yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I'm liking this. I'm a fan of this right here. I'm liking it. So if you look at the Roshi, because the Roshi came out some time ago. It came out way before the Yeezy. What are those? Yeezy 350s. So I feel like he's seen some things in Nike when he was on those campus grounds, and he got inspired. And then once he went to Adidas, he was able to let loose on some of them things that he saw on the other campus. And I feel like if he was on Nike, man, again, Adidas is like an acquired taste. Because it's like when you go, it's only so many shoes that people are willing to buy that are Adidas.
No, you.
You know what I mean? It's only a few. It's only literally a few select silhouettes that you're gonna buy and you're actually gonna rock
Last time I bought
outside.
Adidas, I had a tracksuit to go with it, and
Nah, no, you
yeah,
didn't.
yes.
No, you didn't, because you didn't buy
Not
no.
wait. I'm
Okay,
before the hype.
okay, okay,
Let me get into the
okay.
story. So yeah, like back then it was the tracksuits, and it was like, oh, you need to do this because you can't wear Nike. You can't wear no Uptowns with a whole tracksuit.
Now you could, and I did that,
Okay,
but
no.
I was ahead of it. That's
Uh,
because I wasn't buying Adidas either.
uh,
Shell toes, that was out.
well, I'm happy we're done for you. And then after that, it was just easy.
See,
I think it was supply and demand though. I think now that it's so accessible, no one like it's like when anything is too open to the public, nobody really want it. Bro, if you could walk in the store and get any easy you want, no one would be.
I think if you were able to go into any store and get any Yeezy that you want, I feel like the brand, like, it would be
Well, you technically
3 billion.
can.
It would
It's
be
just
3 billion now at this point.
it's just a lot of money. It's just,
Yeah, but if you
what do you
if
wanna
you
pay
know if
for
you
it?
could go in the store and get them retail, I feel like it would be 3 billion now, because you think about all of the kids that might have not been able to afford the resale price. Now that they are able to just go in a store and just buy a pair of Yeezy to sit on the shelf, like a 10-year-old to 15-year-old, they're gonna be ecstatic being
Everybody
able to do
happy.
that.
Your mom
You know what I'm saying?
happy.
They're gonna be ecstatic doing it. I'm gonna be ecstatic if I can just go in the pair and go in the store and buy a
Well,
pair
that's
of
his
Yeezy
end
just sitting
goal.
on the shelf. You know what I'm saying?
He wants it to be for everybody, and
Because if
I
you
think
look
I
at
respect that.
look at the Ultra Boost, when the Ultra Boost came out, he started rocking them. That Adidas made that shoe accessible to everyone. If you got 180, we got the shoe for you.
That's when they were selling out, bro. I was like, how's
Exactly.
Ultra Boost selling out,
Why is
bro?
that shoe selling out? Because this man decided to put them on, decided to rock them. So now
Supply
here
and
he
demand,
comes.
bro.
Yeah. So now he comes introducing you to something, because it wasn't like he put on a shoe that was bad. He put on a shoe that was phenomenal. That Ultra Boost was the most comfortable shoe I've ever put on.
That's how they broke in there.
Ever.
That's how they broke it in. And then it was like, people were like, nah, bro, it's really comfortable. I'm like,
Nah, crazy. Like, literally,
and I
that's
was like,
the
more than
most
Nike?
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
yes, way more than Nike. So that was my transition from the Nike. Once they did the whole thing with him into the Adidas, it was just like, nah, this is it. But again, that's what I'm saying with the brand just wanting to stand behind you. It takes
Time.
it. I feel like I don't feel like it take time. I feel like if you know
But
if you know
think-
this person.
No. So look at it like this, right? Well, I feel like we're talking a lot about him, but give it to the man. He had that collab. He got that privilege to do that with Nike, and then they seen how it went. It went well. They was like, nah, we can make. They got money hungry. Adidas already experiencing that. Know what he want. Go. Yeah, bro. Do what you want, because it's
See,
go
but
work.
we could even take it back to Louis Vuitton days, because
When he interned, it was.
yeah, but he also dropped sneakers with them too.
Yeah, this thing is
So
as well.
being able to see creativity from the start, from the tours, from the Glow in the Dark tour, from the Watch the Throne tour, to the videos, to all of these different concepts and all of these creative decisions that he's decided to make. Of course, he got a team to help him.
Right.
Cook up some of these ideas, but ultimately, it's his face that's going along with these ideas. So, if you're able to see that this person has not lost, you know what I'm saying? Why not be willing to back him? Why not? Even if you think about this, can you name one shoe that sold out? That's a Nike shoe that sold out prior to the Virgil collab. No. Prior.
Okay.
Prior.
Maybe for him. No, it was no such thing as.
I mean, people lining up.
I don't.
People. No.
I mean,
think about
besides
this.
the classic, like.
No. Think about this.
Okay.
If it's not a Jordan, right? Because Jordan is their own brand now. So think about Nike as Nike.
Just Nike, no.
No, think about Nike as Nike, not
No
with
collab,
Jordan.
no nothing.
No. They could have collab, but not with Jordan brand, because that's not a collab anymore. It's individual brand. So one shoe that people are lining up to buy. That's not a retro. So it's not something that's already in their archives either, that they're just now re-releasing again. It's a whole new concept. Before then, before
Oh, I have a pair.
oh, you got it.
I don't know, sold out, but I know they well. The shit. Yeah, something with the soul. The soul. It got the. It was a, like new workout shoe. The new workout shoe they released.
It was recent.
Yeah, like it's like a couple years ago.
So then that still
No,
wouldn't.
it don't count.
No.
No, not that. Like right before that, with the bubbles, with the bubbles, with the bubbles.
The bubbles. You talking about the
Not Prestos. Like right before that. Right before that. Right before that.
So it's an Air Max.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's an Air Max. What? It can't.
No, it's not Air Max. It's Vapor Max. Sorry, yeah,
The Vapor Max.
Vapor Max.
Those are not selling out though. But also, those are not selling out, and those also are not. Those were after the Virgil.
All right,
So
bro. I don't know.
okay,
Damn.
so so before, so having Kanye, and being able to allow him to be a creative director, have royalties. That would have, like, if he still would have been on Nike brand, like, think about his whole team is over there already now for the most part. Like his whole
Now,
team. Yeah.
'cause they
so
seen what
yeah.
could be done, bro, and that's
But think about if he was on there too. Think about the turn. Like we wouldn't even be having no discussion about Adidas. It would only be a Nike. Period. We wouldn't even be talking about Adidas. Period. Name me one shoe or name me one time that we talked about Adidas before Kanye went over there. And don't say Pharrell, because when Pharrell had those Stan Smiths, those were not it.
no, not he, not
Those-
Stan Smith when he did the
Those came out after Kanye was signed.
Human races.
Yes, those came out after
Well,
Kanye
they
was
needed
signed.
to push, but Pharrell's always been like pro Adidas.
Yeah, of
like,
course. But again, you're not lining up to buy no Pharrell pink Stan Smiths. You're not doing that.
no one's lined up to buy Stan Smith.
Exactly. That's my
People do that?
point. No, that's
Oh,
that's my
let's
point.
do
That's
that.
my point I'm making. So
Ooh, no
so
collab
it-
for them. For no
so
collab for
so
us.
so if you have
like,
so if you have Kanye, Virgil, Don C.
What are you saying? So it would have been the ultimate. Yes, it would have been the ultimate.
That would have been
housing
the
team,
dream team.
but
That would have been
what
like
would have been the result. Like what
that
would
would have
have
been like the '96 Bulls, '97 Bulls, like
You think so?
unstoppable. That would have been unstoppable, literally unstoppable.
But it would have been. It would have created that shoe after shoe drop. It would have created supply and demand again. It would have been
But
same
Nike's,
thing,
but
just
Nike's
not by him.
always,
Same thing all over.
But Nike's always been about
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand.
Yes, but it wouldn't have been lucrative as how he wanted to, and Nike wouldn't have made it accessible to everyone.
So then that would have been
That's
the
not
fight.
their motto.
Then that would have been the fight that he would have had to conquer, because there's no limit on Air Force Ones now. They just put them joints out.
But they do have this thing where they discontinue stuff.
Like what?
They discontinue stuff. I mean, I was reading an article, but they were trying to discontinue the Air Force Ones because it was too popular again. Like they want you to always go, damn, like how you could reminisce, which is which
Yeah.
is smart. Always want you to reminisce, like, yo, bro, I grew up on these. I need these.
If-
you don't go into Adidas and be like, I grew.
If Nike was to take away the Air Force One, what else are
It's
you
not,
buying
but it's not taken away. But it's always sold out, bro. I went to the Nikes like
to get a
flagship
pair of
store
Air Force Ones?
in Soho.
To get a pair of Nike?
Yeah, and
Why
they
didn't you
told
go
me
to like Foot Locker or something?
they told get that. They told me sold out.
Yeah,
I
see,
said,
I mean,
huh?
because they're only pretty much carrying like the new products.
I
Like-
got it, but I feel like when it's a classic and it's a staple piece, that's something
Yeah, that you should
you should
always
have
You
in
should
your shit.
always
Because
have.
at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if I can't get what I want, I know I'm walking away with something that's a statement piece, like something I can always use or something that's this is Nike. Everybody knows this is Nike. So I
Yeah,
went to Foot Locker
but that's
when they had it.
old. They want to push the new product because it has a higher price point. So they want to put that in your face. That's why
Mm.
you got to go to like
You gotta ask them how they
Foot
done when they
Locker,
good.
Foot Locker,
I mean,
Foot
I always see
Action.
everybody in Nike. Like, don't get me wrong, the displays is fire. You could custom make your shoes. Now, I always like that they're changing their displays, but when it comes down to it, and you actually want a shoe, you just be like,
Yeah, it's
like you don't randomly just go into Nike and buy shoes
no, you don't.
unless you
Unless you're
no,
looking for the outfit, you know what I mean. You're
yeah.
trying to get your outfit for the club, whatever. A little late night. I don't know. That's why I feel like if they would have made that transition, it would have been a lot better. Like literally, it would have been a lot better.
Well, I always feel like it was always something more. And like back to what you brought up the first time, like it could have been something with the somebody morals or the music or what his direction, because we don't know the direction he actually wants to take it. It
I
could have
feel
went
like
direction and they just was like, nah,
I feel
it's no
like
promise in this.
yeah, he wanted too much. I feel like he
And at the same time, he was still trying to do his own thing.
what not even. I don't even feel like he wanted too much. I feel like he wanted what was owed to him.
Right.
Because if you got
He
two,
basically just
you got
wanted
two
them to-
releases, you got two releases, three colorways each. They both creating demand, and now it's a product that people are actually talking about, standing in line, waiting, camping out. See, these were in the days where like I feel like I always been like a sneakerhead, like always.
Mhm.
But it was a time where like I would be on like the internet all day looking for like certain numbers, Jordans or Nikes or whatever. Like I was literally on the internet all day searching for these things. Like I couldn't sleep, or I know I got work the next morning, but until I locate this shoe or this product, I'm not going to sleep until I find it. Like when I get dedicated into something, like, oh, I'm going to find it. Like that's my mission, that's my goal. Even to today, I'm not looking for Nikes or like those type of things, but like if I set my mind to it, like a product, like it was a pair of Ricks that I was looking for and I couldn't find them, but just a little bit of research, a little bit of digging, I was able to boom, a little bit of emailing, hey, I got them, and it's like at that point in time with the with like the Nikes and the Jordans and stuff like that, like being able to stand in line with people and to be able to hear their stories and just being able to relate why you two or why all 20 of you guys are standing in this line, you almost sleeping. Like sometimes you would even sleep for we call it camping out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna camp out for the new Jordans. Make sure you're able to get your pair, secure your pair. So to be able to create that kind of demand was like nobody else had done that besides just Jordan. And I feel like when they start releasing, like whenever it got like where we only gonna send the store 12 pairs of something, we know it's a crazy demand for this product already. Why are you sending only 12 pairs? So now we got
Supply and demand.
you got supply and demand, but you also got people getting robbed,
Getting killed.
getting killed. Now these is the same stories from like the 80s whenever Jordans first came out. So now, well, 90s when Jordans came out. So now you got these same stories all over again. What did you learn from the first time?
But tragedy sometimes is, I know, it's like Kanye said himself, like good publicity, bad publicity is still publicity, bro. And at the end of the day, it's just like it made me wonder, like it made anyone go, like
Not every dollar is a good dollar though.
you right, but a corporation don't want to hear that.
Because I feel like if those like if we look at like just say like a Gucci, right, and how people was like they were so offended with the black mask, right, blackface, excuse me, how it was so fast, people were so fast to say, oh, I'm not buying Gucci anymore, blah blah, but then you would still have on a pair of Jordans.
But
That makes no
People would say
sense.
I'm not buying Gucci, but still have Gucci on.
You
It
still buy,
defeated the purpose. Like
yes.
this whole not this is off topic, not nothing to do with clothing, but it just shows like the black Twitter really like us as being black minorities. Anything we run the world, bro. We had that same that got sold out. So again, someone gives you a prototype of a shoe, bro. This is coming out. Don't know when. The world go crazy. It's online, and that's what it is. It's just like you create that dynamic. You create that little I must have, especially if something is actually decent. Everybody want it. You could show me something, bro, that I didn't know coming out, that I wouldn't know is coming out. I'm like, oh nah, I need these. Send me that picture.
Yeah.
It's word of mouth, and that's
Yeah.
technically what every brand wants. You want like the shoe could have been somebody could have the shoe on, and you could have been like, oh, those trash, bro. But because you know.
That don't
And
nobody else got these.
it's always talked about word to mouth, and it's like we're being feed this image like, nah, you need a Yeezy, you need a Yeezy, you need a Yeezy. Oh, they're limited. Nah, I need a Yeezy.
Yeah.
We used to see Yeezy and get hyped like, oh, bro,
He got yeah.
and they would know they have them on and just come, not have nothing to do, just stand next to you like,
Yeah, he got
bro.
Yeah.
But now you like
yeah.
people taking their chances like, what's the chances of me getting a shoe? Is that my size? Is it worth? And that's what happened. They was like, I've talked to mothers and kids that's been online like. That miss Thanksgiving or miss stuff. I'm like, yeah, the culture is dope, the experience is dope, but it sucks when you don't get your shoe. Like,
yeah, no, it does.
I tried it twice,
but that's what I'm saying. So at that point, why not just make it accessible to more people?
Because accessible doesn't sell, bro.
I mean, it could, but
could,
I
but
don't
no
think
one-
I don't think they try. I don't think they've tried it either.
You're right. They haven't tried, but I know per se when I talk to you, when I talk to everybody else, it's no sense of what is it. Everybody got a quota they got to make.
Look,
right?
all right. Think about the Wave Runners, the first colorway.
Right.
That shoe has come out
3 times?
four times now. I think 4 times, and it's about to release again. Now it's just in the adults, kids, and toddlers. So now, like, it's like if they're able to keep coming out with this shoe and it keeps selling out, then it means the demand is still there and it's still being accessible with the price point behind it. If people like the product, they're gonna buy it regardless.
But it's something to look forward to. It's something to keep the buzz. It's something to keep their name in people's mouth. It's something to keep you going. Okay, I know this is coming out. It's a mind game, bro.
See, you can't fall into that mind game. You
Nah.
can't fall into it. This is one of the reasons that I stopped buying certain items. If I have to stand in line outside in the cold or in the heat and get to the gate, just say I'm number 2. Now this is a true story. This happened to me. So it was like 2010, no, 2011, no, 2012. I think it was 2011, 2012, the Concord 11s. Like they was coming back out. So every year Jordan was coming out with the 11s Christmas time. They started with the Space Jams, then they came out with the Cool Grays for the second time release since the OG came out. Then they came out with the Concords, and then for the 4th time it was going to be the Bread 11s. So I'm the second person in the line. Second now.
Number 2. Mm-hmm.
No tickets handed out. This before the whole tickets things. It was pretty much the person, like, it was respect within the line. If you see that person ahead of you, then you know this person is ahead of you. That's just what it is. Number 2 in the line. He come to the gate. What size you need? I need a 9. All my 9s already sold out. How are your 9 sold out? I'm the second person in the line. How is that possible?
Backdoor, baby boy.
How is that possible? How is that possible?
Backdoor, what you mean? I like backdoor.
So that's what I mean. So being able to create this certain
hype,
certain hype around these products is,
but
it
that's
might
why
be
you
good
wanted
for
it. You couldn't get it.
No, it's not because I couldn't get it. Because I stood in the line thinking that I was gonna get it, and I was there for a long.
So what did you say?
I was there overnight.
What you said after? You got another size, or you just left?
No, I was upset because he was doing it, but he was doing it by size. So I asked for the 9. So I don't think he would have given me another size, and I didn't want another size. I wanted my size because, like, I wasn't buying shoes to sell. I was buying shoes to wear. So like,
You
I'm
out of
putting
like
this in my collection. Like
you out of
I'm
1,000, baby boy.
like I'm putting this shoe in my collection. Like I'm about to go, and this was like back in the day where I needed the shirt to go with the, you know what I mean?
You had it. You had it.
I
You
needed
cohesive.
I
everything.
needed that. I needed that whole fit. You know what I mean? I needed that. So I didn't even bother or even try to find this see if somebody could even, maybe side swap. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just know I was so furious that number 2 in the line and I couldn't get the shoe that I wanted. So after that point, I made a commitment to myself that if I'm standing in line for something, for me to stand in somebody else's line to spend my hard-earned money just to buy a product is not something that I need. It's not, because my time is valuable. So now you telling me you're gonna put me now? I gotta just stand in line just to be able to get a chance at your shoe. Now I'm in the right formation to get the shoe, and now the gates is open for me to pay for the shoe. Now you telling me, no, it's not your time. You got to try again, another source. I'm done. At that point, I'm done.
Somebody brought me a pair of Jordans. I forgot which Jordan it was. It was an early release. Not early release. You know, a lot of well, now it changed, but I think they still do it. But a lot of like Foot Lockers and Foot Actions and Champs and all of that, you know, we used to sell pairs before they would drop, like the management. So like, I know like on Fordham, a lot of people would get shoes, and I'm like, bro, like they're like, oh, we got them. You don't gotta wait. I'm like, what you mean? They're like, nah, we got them. Just $350. I'm like, huh? The shoes 180. Yeah, but
yeah.
you know, you gotta
want
pay.
'em you want them early, man. It's so like when I was like in the South, when I'm in the South. Again, I'm telling you, I'm searching. So I used to get pairs early. It was a supplier named Air Randy. This was like back in the day. It was like Air Randy, right? And this was like it was a YouTuber named Sneak Geeks. It was like Sneak Geeks had all like everything early, literally like months in advance, like production date inside of the shoe. Like you look at the production date, he got like one of the first pairs off production date. Like,
Oh wow,
he was
okay.
literally getting them,
Plugged in.
yeah, from overseas, like fresh. So once like he was able to start sharing like some of his information, it was like, man, like I was at that point, I was like, I'm just gonna pay extra. You know what I'm saying? Because I lived in the South. We didn't like, they was pretty much, I ain't gonna say by the rules, because they was still, it was something that they were doing. I'm not gonna say they were backdooring the shoes, but it was something that they were doing to be able to sell the shoes. Like I know for a fact, it was one time where it was the LeBrons. It was the South Beaches, South Beach LeBrons when he first went to Miami.
I got those.
The green and the teal green ones with the pink laces. Yeah,
By
that's
accident.
crazy, right? So he was like, the manager was like, he can't sell it to you early, but what you could do is go ahead and pay me, and then once like the shoe come release, you know what I mean, you just come pick it up.
So yeah, you pay, but that's how it is.
I was like, what?
It's either you know someone that work. First of all, it don't help if that person not a manager. That's what people don't understand. That person not a manager hasn't been in or have no
They don't
time
have no
in the
pull.
company. It's
They
no
don't have no
pull, bro.
pull.
They
pull.
a regular associate. Now when you got pull or you not just a regular associate, it's easier. Or if it's a small store. But you got to talk to management. So management,
yeah, but that
what I
ain't how
learned,
it's supposed to go.
management already got their clients. You trying to get your clients. They like, boy, I'm priority. I'm seniority. So
Yeah,
your shit going.
Yes, but that ain't even how it's supposed to go. So that's why I was like,
Because everybody
I
got.
can't do this no
If
more.
the corporations already making money, they gonna make their money regardless. So it's like,
Yeah.
why not? Everybody eat. Why I can't eat?
That's why I was like, I can't do this no more.
But it's just a difference when it's guaranteed and it's like, all right, I'll pay for your shoe. But I don't see it's not wrong with that. If you hitting the bro off the shoe,
So these products that you got on your feet, these what is these cloud dust or cloud burst?
I don't know.
It's the women or the men?
Oh no, man.
Men, so it's the cloud burst. Cloud burst.
I just when I shop, bro, is I like it. I get it. I'm not.
Nah, but I'm nah. So,
Well, I'm gonna wait
did you have to stand in line
for what?
for those?
No,
Did you buy them in store?
no.
Oh, so you bought them offline. But even if you was to buy them in store, you still wouldn't have you wouldn't have been able to. You wouldn't have stood in nobody's line,
Yeah, that's why I bring it back to my point. Like when it's
and that's still supply and demand.
luxury
that's
sometimes
still supply and demand.
you don't gotta wait, bro. It's not.
Yeah, and that's why I decided to. Nah, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more.
If I could, like, how I got my my Yeezys now, I've been blessed and fortunate to meet someone who's plugged in, and I'm able to get my
Wow.
shoes. And
That's
but
nice.
it's not always
Wow.
sweet. Sometimes he tell me like, nah, bro, I like it ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, not this.
But
bad.
when it
Yeah.
do,
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
oh,
good.
fire! Got me some joy. Like it's when it works out, you're happy.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
So I tried to get a pair of Jordans like last week. I ain't gonna lie, I tried. You know what I'm saying?
Which Jordans?
I tried. I tried. I had 2 devices too.
Nah,
But
you
they
be like,
was-
nah, you competing with you.
They was strong. You know what
No,
I
you-
mean?
was
Strong
your Wi-Fi- your
Strong
Wi-Fi was lit?
It was every bar on the Wi-Fi.
Nah, imagine a group
Like,
of
gone.
a group is the grandmother, the grandfather, the daughter, the uncle, the son, and the father all on computers and 3 phones each. You know,
Man.
baby boy, it's a business.
I got them in the cart.
And you went to go and it just like loading, and then it just said nope.
That's exactly what happened. I was like, nah, this can't be happening to me right now. It was the Jordan Satin ones. It was the
What
women's.
app you was on?
I was on
Oh, you was
East,
on
I was on East Bay and I was on Foot Locker.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like the Foot Locker one didn't even. It
Now
didn't
they.
even-
Oh nah. Oh,
but
you know what
but
happened?
The East Bay put me through. They was like, it was like, cause the Foot Locker was like, oh, you gotta wait in line. I
No,
was like, wait
it's
in line?
they already. So I met this guy. He showed me like, bro, you gotta be platinum because once you platinum, you already skipped the line. You get like 5 minutes release. It's
Oh,
jokes,
so,
but it's
yeah.
jokes, bro. If you general admission, you not getting
Like, yeah.
nowhere.
I was like, man, I was disappointed.
He
This
showed
person
me.
this person I know, she was disappointed because I was trying to get the shoe for her.
Everything
Like,
is a system,
like
bro.
it was gonna be like a little birthday gift.
Legit, everything is rigged.
Yes, I see that, but it's like,
It's nasty,
Yeah.
nasty work out
but
here.
that's
It's really
that's when it gets to like when it's too. I feel like it's only when it's that mainstream that it's like that.
just shoes in general. Or, like I'm telling you, you see how they'll release. What he did. They'll release a prototype before the year over, right? Let's say around holidays. The shoe's supposed to come out early fall. All that time, people just speculating, like how am I get it, what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. See, that's another thing too that I don't really see. But that goes back to the Kanye thing, with him saying he don't want to play these type of sneaker games like
But
far as the reselling and
he
stuff
does
like
have.
that.
He has a say so, but I don't think he has the last word, and that's
Yeah,
what
but-
that's what I'm seeing.
But if you look at it now,
But I do think it's more consistent, which I do appreciate.
yeah, if you look at it now, yeah, it was baby releases like for the first couples. Like I think the first release was only in New York, and then it got broader, and then after a while, you like in any state now, when Yeezys drop, they drop in any state now. Like you can go to a store and go pick them up.
But you know what I've been seeing too? Like, I had a friend point this out to me. He's like, yeah, they're generating more, but honestly, all the dope ones is small quantity. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, bro,
Yeah, I mean,
The
but
manures, he's like,
but for
bro.
those, it's like you playing it safe with those, because those are more not your traditional colorways or not your, like you think about what people can try to match up with this and actually wear on a daily basis. Like, so yeah, I wouldn't mass produce the zebras. That ain't something that I'm gonna do because
Nah,
again, a lot of
no,
people.
but I'm saying like as far as now, like with the 350s, like with the wave runners, you could have did that one time.
Yeah, but but they sold good.
They were always gonna sell good.
Not necessarily because
You don't think so?
you had to get a you had to again
The
this
amount of work
th-
you put to the amount of work you try to get a shoe now, sign up for app, change app, download app, sign in, make profile. I think it would have been wow.
nah because when you first seen those photos of that Wave Runner, it wasn't the best.
I didn't like.
He was
I
at the
honestly, that's why
airport.
I still haven't gotten. I didn't
His
like. I was like,
swag was horrible with it.
okay, it's cool.
You didn't like the Wave Runners?
No,
What?
but I did get the black ones, like
The all black?
yeah, with the lime greens on the bottom, the manures.
Oh, I got.
I got those.
yeah,
Those
got
I was like,
too.
oh, I could.
Yeah, I got those too.
I was, I could do those. With that, I wasn't more. I was more focused on.
Those is
That's
hard.
a lot
Those is hard.
going on.
But
in
those
the
is
first
hard.
shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
those
grew on
is
me
hard.
now. I
Those
mean,
is
if
hard.
I could have got them when they came out, I would have got it. But it's no rush.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna get it. No rush. No rush.
For the 700s, I was like, nah. At first, I was like, no. But again, it took him
To
being
put it
able
on?
to showcase the style in the right style. Because matter of fact, it wasn't even him that
It was the lookbook. I like the lookbook.
the what
The lookbook.
the look.
Like when no, I'm confused.
Nah,
with the shoe? Oh no, that's for different.
Yeah,
Sorry,
nah.
sorry.
Because for those, I'm trying to think. I think I had seen Ian Connor in those,
Okay.
and the way he styled it like so simple, but it was so hard. Like he had on like some satin shorts, but it was like above the knee satin shorts with like, I think he had on like a Bape hoodie, a Bape t-shirt, but it was like just like a plain simple white tee, but it just had Bape, and it was like the camo just in Bape, and like a dad hat, and it was simple, but it hit so hard. I was like, God, I was like, see, now that's how you do it right there. That's how you do it. Because I wasn't necessarily convinced with that whole, what they call like the dags, like the dad look. I'm still not a fan of that. Like the whole, like the dicky fit. Like I'm not like how Kanye was wearing that. I wasn't a fan of how he was rocking it. It took somebody else to be able to showcase.
I think it reminded me of the carpenter look. Like I don't.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think it reminded me too much of school, bro.
See, that's why I'm saying. Like, I wasn't a fan of that joint.
The one piece, yeah, fire, but
See, I wasn't a fan of that. Once I seen Ian in that thing, I was like, oh no, these are go. These is hard. Like the way he rocking that, that's how I would rock it. So, cause I'm simple, so I'm like, nah, this is it right here. So that's what made me jump on to those. But if it wasn't for him being able to showcase his styling abilities, then it would have been over. Like
I think he shows a lot of people like how to
you talking about Ian?
do stuff. No, like no
Talking
Kanye.
about Kanye?
Like even when he even when he's not trying, just like, all right, this is what you would do if you wear this shoe.
No, I don't feel that same way no more. I don't feel like he got it. I
You
don't.
don't think he got it no more?
Nope. I don't feel like he got it. I don't feel like it's nothing that's inspiring about the way that he's looking these days. I feel like it's very very basic and very but I don't feel like he's trying. Like, you know what I'm
he's
saying?
chilling,
Like,
bro. He already did it, bro.
That's the point. So
he already
so
did
I can't-
stuff.
so I-
What are you doing?
So I can't get inspired by the way he is today. But with me, I always reference back to like older things. So me, I'll go back and I'll look at older fits of like I feel like my prime, like I put everybody in a category of like what I feel like their prime was, like how I made the when I was talking about Jim, right, with the rock star look. That was like I remember that particular time stamp and just the overall look. Cause ideally I'm doing that look today. Like literally today I'm in that look. If I was to put like tight fitted top, bottoms is like super baggy. So when I put on my shoes, like literally my pants are gonna be over the shoe, but it's gonna stop right at like ground level. So you know what I'm saying, Mike? You know what I mean?
Got you.
It's I had to get these tailored too, but you know that's what you do when you short.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So as soon as I cop, you go straight.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Little Rick drip. You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
Nothing too crazy. You know, but so I look at him in time period. So when I think about Kanye and like the most time that he was influential, it was the Amber Rose days when he was with Amber.
Oh, he was wild.
I feel like he was like, he
Going
was,
for it.
man. He
Going
was
for
like, everything was like, it was just hitting because he was just like,
Fuck it.
yeah, like literally,
Lifestyle, rockstar, life
like,
may not
like
make
it was like the way that I dress, the way I style things, it is like a lifestyle. So I do go back and I reference different things and I try to see if this could fit into my lifestyle or does it fit into my lifestyle. And some things I've never been able to get away from. Like I've never once I got introduced to like leather pants, I've never been able to get away from leather pants.
Would you wear leather pants in the summer?
Yes, I actually wore leather pants in the summer like last week.
All right.
It was hot. It was hot. They was sticky.
I'm happy you're here today.
And would I do it again? Probably, but maybe not in 100-degree weather.
Why not? Go for it, bro.
Nah.
You did.
It was hot. They was hot.
But you knew that when you got dressed, bro.
Yeah, no, I did, but I was like, man,
I'm pretty sure you
I was
got
like,
one.
I was like, nah,
Bro, it's
I was
hot.
like, nah, I'm about to kill it. I'm about to kill him. Like literally, I'm about to
About
kill.
to sweat on them.
Yeah. But I was in the car too. The only time I was hot is
alright.
when I got out. But I was like, you know, it's just like something that people don't do, and I didn't feel like I don't never put like restrictions on what I wear. Like no matter the weather, like for the most part, like even if it's
You don't dress accordingly to the weather.
correct. Like
That's how you get
if
sick.
I ain't up for it, I'm cool with it. Like what I got on now, I could go outside and like this fit and be comfortable.
Yeah, it's nice now, bro.
Yeah, it's nice, but even in the summertime, I
So
would
in
probably
100-degree weather, you would have what outfit?
in 100.
No, don't second guess. I see. That's what I'm asking.
In this particular fit,
Yes, this particular
in this
outfit.
particular
Yep.
heat. No, not this.
Okay, then.
Not here, but maybe maybe like somewhere else where the humidity is not as crazy.
Yeah, the mini was bad, bro. Bad.
But yeah, I would have still put this on because again, I'm not gonna be outside long, and I want to be able to showcase the fit. I got to be able to rock the fit no matter what. Like you know what I'm saying? Like no matter what. Like literally, if you wear long sleeves, depending on the color, like it's actually better for you.
Where you read that at?
You didn't know that?
Can you
That's
source,
a proven
please?
fact. So
I need a source.
So okay, so say you got like, well, you live in the north. So
Brooklyn?
if you go like, just say, have you ever looked at like landscapers before? So when a landscaper is doing like a yard or they're doing landscaping,
Okay.
right? They always have on long sleeves and pants. It's a reason why they have on long sleeve and pants. So the long sleeves are repelling the rays, the sun rays. I'm dead. I'm literally. I'm dead. I'm dead ass right now. I'm dead ass. So like. So think about. Okay. So think about.
I'm gonna
like,
Google it.
Think about
Soon.
when you wear a t-shirt or you got on shorts. Think about how much heat you feel on your skin. When you have on a long sleeve, you're not feeling that same heat on your skin because now it's not seeping through. Like if you have on white reflects. So just say you got
And
on,
black attracts.
yeah. So, but I'm not saying I'm wearing this all
I'm
black.
not saying you.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
just
saying I'm
saying.
wearing this all black outside in 100-degree weather. But I'm saying like, just say you got on a long sleeve white T-shirt or whatever. You're gonna be fine. Like you will probably be cooler with that long sleeve on than you will be with it off.
And the humidity.
Yes, proven. Dead ass.
You lucky someone ended. No problem. I'll take your advice.
Yeah, I'm almost certain on that. I'm not.
Oh,
I'm almost certain on that.
they gonna tell us.
Yeah, no, they will. They will. But I'm almost certain.
I can't
on that.
wait.
Yeah, no, I'm almost certain on that. But so yeah, so I mean I would rock this. Like, you know what I mean? I don't ever put on restrictions with that. And I mean that's what, again,
Well,
it's
unlike him,
lifestyle. It's
I dress for the weather.
it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle, man. Like if I was going on like a trip or something, then of course I ain't gonna be like, dressed like this. I probably, I'd be in my basic, like something simple. I'll probably have
Okay.
on my Crocs or something. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Keeping it simple. Or my new thing is the Birkenstocks. Today I had my toes out. That was the first time ever in life. Besides when I was not even when I was a kid, because like I found a picture like when I was a kid, and I had on like my Adidas slides, and I had on the socks with it. So I was like, I always been thinking like this, have on the socks with the slides. Like that's just been my style.
Was it
But
comfortable?
yeah,
Okay.
having your toes out,
So I've
just bare
heard
toes is wild. That's
you have to
crazy.
like. I've heard this. I don't know how true this is, but I was told when you get your Birkenstocks, you gotta put them on as soon as you get off the shower, so they like.
Oh, they seep in.
Yeah, they just go.
They start to mold.
Is that true? Did you do that or
No, I didn't do that because
just
I have
all right?
I have like the little rubber ones or the
Oh,
plastic
okay,
ones.
okay, okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't paying that 150 for the.
No, you know who had a good selection, but they sold out. Well, I was trying to like look. Urban. They had like some good colors.
Urban Outfitters.
They had like some Birkenstocks for like 40. It wasn't bad, but yeah, they go.
Was it the plastic or the rubbers? Well, I mean, same
Like
thing.
yeah, I think
Or the leathers.
like rubber.
It's probably rubber ones. Yeah, those are the ones I got. Just the gray
Oh,
ones.
what color? Okay,
Gray.
cool.
Yeah, because the black looked cheap, so I had to go with the gray.
Yeah, they made like this nice orange one and a
See the orange. See the
and a
colors
yellow.
is crazy.
The yellow was nice.
But I don't see myself wearing colors. So I mean, I'm very bland when it comes to stuff
Well,
like that.
I think. Well,
I
yeah, I
don't
do
know.
like it.
Yeah, I just try to stay away from the colors. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just bland.
You remind me of my mom.
I'm simple.
That's what she like. I like all black.
Yeah, that's me. I'm simple when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, because again, it's lifestyle, and then when you look at it, it's like when I go into a closet, it's always easy for me to find something to wear. I mean, one, I don't have a lot of clothes.
I will say, me when I used to like consecutively like wear all black, I would always feel like it didn't matter where I would go, I would be okay.
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
yeah.
I like that. I was always comfortable no matter where I was at.
Yeah, no, that's me. I mean, I'm gonna always be comfortable,
No, I
regardless.
mean like setting wise.
Yeah, but
Cause you go places and you're like,
nah. See me like
that's I don't know. It's just weird. Like I'm already black, I'm already a man. Like I don't want to be racial profile too much. I don't want to go. Everybody wearing suit and tie.
But
And I'm just like,
see-
but wearing all black, you just
with that.
shimmer down in the black. I mean,
No,
the
it's
back.
it's hard. It's hard whenever you have to try to dress accordingly, or you go into places where there's like dress codes.
No,
I'm not going into no
not
place
ahead of
with a
time.
dress code. I'm not going into a place with a dress code. If I got to alter myself just to get into a place, that's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be. I want to be comfortable.
But that's like that. In the same sense, same instance. That's like someone telling you, "Hey, come to my wedding, wear anything else but black," and you, and then what is formal? Like that's why it's guidelines. Like you can't.
Formal too. Oh,
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
not gonna
wrong.
make it. I ain't gonna make it.
See, that's
I ain't gonna make it.
it's effort though.
I ain't gonna make it. That's my effort. I ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you in advance. I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's always fun when you get pushed somewhat out your comfort zone in a way. For me,
See,
I would
but
say
I'm
personally.
not. I'm.
To be like, oh, dress formal. I haven't dressed
Well,
formal in that long.
Let me see. Let me see. Because Rick do have some pieces that are formal, but I don't think. Well, I know for a fact, like my proportions are not like fit. Like
So you don't own a blazer? You haven't tried? Have you tried to find the right blazer? The right suit, at least. I always have.
See, but everything for the most part, I always have to alter. So if I'm having to go to a place and I'm only gonna wear this suit one time or this blazer one time, then it's pointless.
That's not true.
For me, it is because now I know I'm not wearing this no other time
But-
besides just to go to this person event.
But
Are
that's
they
your
paying
go-to.
me?
If it's a black suit, that's your go-to.
But I'm not. When
Everybody
am I
needs a
wearing-
black suit.
You know my black suit. Check it right now. Peep gang. This is my black suit right here. You know what I mean? This is my black suit. It's comfortable too. It's super comfortable.
I just look at it as you. Well, for me, like just trying new different stuff. Like, oh
I am.
no,
I got
that's
on
not.
the. You see, let
What's
me.
wrong with throwing on the blazer? I mean,
You
your
hear
blazer
that?
don't
I
gotta
just
be
popped buttons just now. You know
all
what I
the
mean? They didn't
time.
even know. I just popped them just now, just like that. That's something new. You know what I mean? Something new. I I I think I don't feel like it is nothing wrong with stepping outside of your norm and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. But I also feel like you have to be open minded to do those things. And
So
I'm
you're not
not
open
I'm
minded
not
like
open
that.
minded to that concept.
Okay.
Um, because I'm stubborn when it comes to the way I like my clothes to fit, what I want, what I feel like looks good on me, or I'm just not double downing on not being able to wear what I want to wear. And that's always, even when I was a kid, same thing.
As long as I feel good in it, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
When
See, but you're
it's an
open minded
issue,
to that concept though. Like you're open minded to new, like you're open minded to new brands,
yeah,
whereas I'm not.
because no, like sometimes it's annoying to spend a certain amount of money. It's annoying when I wanted this before. Like I've got like some Rick pieces when I was going to H&M, and it was stuff that looked like Rick that I seen, and stuff
Yeah.
was $10,
Yeah, that's fine,
and I'm making it work.
but you know what? Like I feel like I've done those same things, but the gratitude towards how I felt afterwards, I didn't feel the same. Like when I go to, like if I was to go to H&M, I was to buy a piece, and then I was to go to Rick and I would buy a piece. It's nowhere. The feeling is not the same. And I always want the, like, it's like I'm chasing that same feeling. I feel like when I do buy certain things, I'm chasing that. I'm getting that same feeling. It's always rewarding to me, because now it's like I'm gonna cherish this garment more than I would cherish like a H&M
Okay,
piece.
I see. In certain situations, yes, I totally understand. That's like when when a lot of companies start doing replicas and stuff. It's like I'd rather just get the
Yeah,
real.
you know what I mean?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's real. I'd rather just get the one I want than me
yeah,
settle. Like okay, in that instance, I get like it's more of a like me not settling thing, or
yeah. I mean, because
you getting what you want.
if you're gonna spend your money, on something, don't like, if you don't have to settle, why settle for something that you don't really want? Because you can always just say, okay, maybe the piece might be too expensive, but with these type of luxury goods, you're always able to save up. Like even not even luxury goods, even mainstream goods, you're always able to save up, like or work towards that. Like then that could be like a grail piece for you, because now you're hunting for that piece.
I don't like to play with clothes.
See me,
I don't like to hunt.
I
I
love
only
that.
I don't.
That's
What? Why am I?
that's
If I want
satisfaction.
something,
That is
no,
satisfaction to
like
me.
you don't understand what I had to.
That's satisfaction. I
I had to do
know.
that for one item, and they was like, "It's in Hawaii, bro." I give hope, and it just so happened that I called and they had it. But
See, but
I
that's
don't like doing
because
all that, bro.
see,
That's a lot of work. Then I got go and grow. I tried to use grow. I got to talk to person. And the person like, "Oh, I don't believe you're a real person because you didn't sell nothing." I'm like, "Bro, what?"
so with me coming from that sneakerhead background, the hunt is still in me. Now it's just for different garments or different items. It's like I'm putting all of that information that I learned from back in the day. It's just onto something different. But that hunt is still alive, man.
No, I'm still
It's
if I
nothing
can't get
like,
it, I don't want it.
nah. It fuels me even more, because now it's like,
I guess I know.
see, but that again, that's me not being open minded to the settling part. Because once I got my mindset on it, it's like that's it. That's what I want. Like that's literally what I want. Like it's a jacket right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can't afford, and I'm not even gonna make the
That's
attempt
not
to.
true.
No. It's very true. I
Jay
know.
Z said there's a
No,
million ways to get
no,
it.
no, no, no,
Pick
no.
one.
I know I can't afford it. I'm not about to jump out there and try to afford it, try to buy it. No, none of that. I'm not even. No, I'm not
It's
about to be
bad like
looking.
that. Oh, it must be like
yes,
20,000 something.
yeah, it's
Cause
crazy.
you
Yes,
OD.
yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Heard you.
But it's fire
But
though.
is it gonna?
But
It's an archive. It's gonna be a piece.
but this is the thing. When when items like that come out, a lot of people may not be able to afford those things. Like even in the luxury world, like even if you only buy luxury pieces,
You gotta be rich.
yeah, and even still, people that's rich, they still question like, what? How much is that? Oh, I'm not. No. So eventually, the item is gonna go on sale, or the person that don't care about money bought it, couldn't. They didn't know how to wear it, so now it's just sitting in a closet. So now they're gonna put it for sale, and when they put it for sale, it's gonna be like 75% off. Oh, it's
When
now we talking. 75% off. Now we
when they make
talking.
stuff like that, they just people just make stuff. Like they'll make outrageous price. I've seen
Yeah,
stuff and be like, wait,
but you got to
what?
be able to read in between those gimmicks though. Like you won't catch me going into a store and buying something that just came out just because
It's new.
it's new. No, like I have to look on the site and or look on the fashion show and be able to say like, nah, that's tight. I like that. So now I want to see it in person to see if I still like it. And now I got to be able to try it on and see if I like it even more because there's some things that I see and be like, oh man, that looks good. But then, how does it look on me? Because those are two different things. Like,
You
you know
don't
what I'm
visualize.
saying?
I visualize real fast. Like,
See, but nah, I can't because
well, yeah, you did say
you know what I'm saying. Proportions. I got to make sure that yeah. You know
if
what I
it's
mean?
a certain
I
texture or
gotta
certain
make
cut, I
sure.
go.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that it's gonna fit me properly. Because not all the time you can be thinking about something and then visualize it and then be like, oh no, that'd be crazy. But then when you put it on, you be like,
It's a whole.
nah, this ain't it. This
It's
ain't it.
you be like, oh, I didn't realize this was European. Like
Yeah.
European stuff really crush your jeans because you'll be looking at it and you just put it on. You're like, it don't look like the man.
Yeah, nah, it don't. It,
Or
it
you order
don't.
something, it don't look like the.
Yeah, nah, it don't. Nah, we got different curves
You be
out here.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean by you got to be able to try these certain things on, and it's like with that, I have to be able to go into a store and try it on. I
No,
have to.
that's like with a jacket, and there you go telling me, oh yeah, they're all cut, so it's gonna. I said, oh,
Nah,
She like get it. I'm like, miss, this don't fit, bro. Like, and she really like, no, it looks fine. I said,
nah.
I looked in the mirror. I said, I don't even feel comfortable,
your
bro.
armpits is,
It
you
just
can't
looked.
even.
It just looked too small. Like it looked like I had somebody else jacket on,
See, nah,
and I was like,
but
thank
she
you,
was
miss.
just trying
It's
to, she
okay.
was just trying to sell you.
No, she wasn't ODing. She's just like, no, like they're all. Unfortunately, they're all gonna fit like that. I said,
Well, this ain't the piece for
oh.
you.
I said, I'll come back.
Yeah,
I
that ain't
appreciate
the
your
piece, that
time.
ain't the piece for you. That's why again, I got to try stuff on, man.
No, you should always try.
It's only right. I got to be able to try stuff on. The only time that I cannot try stuff on is like when I'm hunting. So if I'm out there hunting for the piece and I get it,
What does this hunting consist of?
all right. So let me tell.
Break it down for
I
us.
don't
Break it
want to
down
give
for
out
us.
all my secrets, but so if I'm
Oh.
hunting, if I'm
My
hunting
fault,
for
my fault.
if I'm hunting for a piece, I'll use a grill. I use a grill as an example. So if I'm hunting for a piece, I'm going to try to find every image possible to go with that piece. So meaning, just say it's these pants that I got on now. I wanted to see every image possible on the internet to go along with these pants that a model had on. I wanted to be able to see
The front?
different models in these same pants to
Okay.
try to be able to get an estimate of the like how they're gonna fit on different body types. So from short to tall to wide to skinny, I have to be able to see it. Then I'm going to where who has this item. Like now I'm searching that image trying to put it with shops. So now I'm like shopping that particular image to see what information comes back to me in terms of who still has this product in this size or the price point, if it's on sale or if it's not on sale.
Right.
If I can't find it by searching that way, then I go to Grail. or I'll go to eBay. But since Grail came out, I don't really do the eBay anymore. It's more Grail. So on Grail, you can type in like so you can type in certain words, but for the most part, it don't really come back that way. So you just got to really search the brand. So I look at when did the product come out. So then I try to set up my sorting, like the filter
Okay.
to try to base it on okay, well, it could be
It's pants. It's
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Black.
or set it to from new to old
Okay.
because then it's a better chance of me seeing that product in a new versus me putting it as an old product. So I always put it for a new because even if it just can't like just say the runway or whatever was like 6 months ago, that means that product is just now starting the cycle. So I'm gonna put it in new versus like if it's like a product that came out like a year ago or 2 years ago. Now I'm gonna flip it. And I'm gonna put it. I want to search the old products first because that product could have been. That's probably like a product that's already been on there already. So I'm gonna search it in the
Just
old.
waiting. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
So I'm gonna put it in the
Okay.
old. Then once I
Find it.
find it, now I'm comparing prices.
Right.
So now it's like, okay, well, this person over here got it for this on Grail. Let me see how much this store online got it for. Then that's going to really determine where I go. And if the person on Grail is flexible, then we talking.
Okay.
Because now we like, okay, well, let me see if he going to work with me. You know what I mean? Let me see what we can do.
And what's
Now,
been the success rate?
9 out of 10.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, nah, 9 out of 10. That money talk. Like, what we doing? Like, you got some people that won't budge on a dollar. Like, if they got it, just say they got it set at 1,000. It's set at 1,000. They don't want nothing less. I'm like, all right, well,
I had somebody charge me 4 times the price than what they were selling for. I said, how? Cause they, oh, cause they didn't believe I was real.
I was supplying the man.
No, they was like, oh, I don't think you're real. And then they accepted my bid, then they blocked it. Well,
Oh, they blocked you.
they counted it or something. They did somewhere. I was just like,
yeah,
all right, bro.
yeah. So, you're gonna have people that are.
So basically, you're saying if you really want it, you go
Oh,
get
I'm
it.
hunting.
Okay.
I'm hunting for that item. Literally, I'm hunting for it until I get because it's satisfaction for me to be able to like I put that as like a win. Like when I find it and I can actually buy it and now it's like I have it now in front of me. Like that's a win for me because now it's like I know what I did to get that product.
Yes, you work.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I work. Yes, I work for it. Like
I respect
not
it.
not even like nobody even sees that part of like hunting for clothes. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the searching, the digging, and that goes with even like with vintage hunting. Like if you looking for a specific T-shirt or like you like vintage tees and they gotta look a certain way, like the aging on the tee gotta look a certain way. It might not be like a specific image on the tee, but just the certain
The little details you're looking
yeah,
for,
the
exactly.
little-
Like what
yeah.
makes it vintage.
Yeah.
Totally understand that.
So you hunting for that. Like literally you're going shop to shop.
But
to
you see
shop.
how you hunt? I like to do that in person. Like I don't mind running down 3 locations for an
See
item. I
me
don't mind
for that.
work. I don't mind working as long as I know I'm gonna get it within. I don't like the time frame. Like I feel like for me it's very much. I need it to be cohesive. I need it to be like, okay, I'll start at 10 o'clock. Get the item out for it. To wait, to like, I'm not. I'll go to the store. Oh, it's here. I'll order it.
Nah, I'm
I could do it
nah.
for a day. I could do all that, but I need to.
Nah,
I need to be present. I don't like not being present.
Nah, I'm searching. I'm searching for it. I need to be able to find it. Like
So how do you know it's gonna fit? Like that's
because
That's
okay,
scary.
okay. So that's a good question.
because I can't do that.
That's
Like,
a solid question.
I need to
So-
feel, touch.
So I can say that I have not ordered anything that has not fit properly. Like properly. Like just waist wise.
Okay.
Or top. But for the most part it's waist. Now length I might have to do like a little alteration for length because I'm short. But other than that, it fits properly. And I think that's comes from me just knowing the brand. Because again, I'm only buying one brand, so I'm able to pretty much determine if it's gonna fit me or not because I know the brand. So if the brand is still the same, the sizing of the brand is not going to change unless it's skinny or a slim or a baggy. Then the proportion of the item is going to change. But if I know how that particular silhouette is going to fit because I've already tried on something that's similar, then I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay to be able to chance it.
Right.
And my success rate has been successful so far. So I'm pretty lucky on that. And again, it's me being able to go into a store and say, I want to try this on, or it's things that I already have that's similar. So it's like, all right, that's cool. I know it's gonna fit. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, when it comes to just certain things, and for the most part too, I buy literally the same exact thing.
That's not good. You need to get out of the habit.
I think that's a male's
That's wasting
mindset.
money.
That's
Guys,
that's a
that's wasting money.
that's a male's mindset. Like if I know, like example, this hoodie, right? If I know how this hoodie fits.
So, quick question, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would have seen you had that hoodie, so you just went away. So when you went away and you were shopping, you seen that hoodie, you would have bought it again.
Yes. Maybe not in the same color because I already have it in this color.
No, they only have that color.
It depends.
No.
No. Now it's gonna depend on the price. If the price,
Same price.
if the price of this hoodie is the same,
You reading up or
no,
okay?
because now it's not gonna make sense. Like, cause I have very minimum clothing. Like,
So that's what I'm saying. When you're traveling and you go shopping and stuff, do you like what do you look for? What are you trying to purchase?
I don't. When I go out of town, I don't go shopping. I've already taken everything that I want with me already. It's nothing in those stores that I want.
So you don't explore? Why not? Why would you not shop? Or like just look around or visit
I mean,
sightsee?
I'll look around. I went to Atlanta last week, and I went into Lenox Mall and I looked around and I was like disgusted. I was like, "What is this?"
That
Yeah, I was
is a
like,
mall
"What is?" I was like, "What is this?"
That's
I was
the
like,
like
"What is
mall.
this?"
They only have like 2.
I was like, "What is this?"
So I've been told.
And it was like
Lennox, we love you.
everything
You're
was like
so-
everything was like so everything was like so common. Like when
bro, we first of all, we live in America, bro.
No,
Anything that we
because-
do extra is really up to us. The
'cause
law says you need
got-
2 pairs of shoes.
No, look,
You don't need.
you-
We don't
you-
need much. We don't need that much clothing.
you
bro.
can look. You can look at the buyers. The buyers are responsible for what you see on them racks.
The buyers don't have taste, bro.
That's what I'm
I met a
saying.
buyer,
So
I
that's
was
what
like,
I mean.
you-
So it's nothing when
Oh.
I go into a store that I want because I know for a fact they're not gonna have
But-
something that I'm first.
But you're like out of 1,000. Nah, like you're out of like 500,000, bro. Or like
But,
you
so-
got to think like that. The average American man. How's the average American man shopping?
He's the average American man is shopping just like this. If he knows he has a brand that he likes and it's a specific t-shirt that he likes, he's not going to buy no other t-shirt. He's going to continue to buy that one specific brand and t-shirt because why? It's convenience. He knows how it fits already and he likes the way it's going to fit and it's okay. I'm going to keep buying that. He's comfortable. Like for the most part, when we talking about fashion,
So what happens when it's not a lifestyle brand?
like in terms of what? Like what?
Like they only make shirts.
Okay. He found a shirt that he liked. He only buying shirts from them. He'll go somewhere else for his pants.
But what happens when his parents start making shirts?
Well, then you start seeing that a lot of times you ask that person, like, why are you still wearing those? Those are crazy. You look crazy. Because why? He found something that was comfortable. Like, my son's grandfather had, like, a pair of flip-flops. Like, he's more than able to buy anything that he wants. He chooses to still wear these flip-flops with holes in them. This is just what he chooses to do.
It's his go-to.
That's
I told him
his.
that's totally
He's
understandable.
comfortable. He's comfortable. I've bought him other flip flops. He won't wear them. Why? Because he likes the one. He likes the way that
It
he's
sounds like
broken these in.
you have to break the cycle, bro.
Yeah, he feels like he broken these in. These is babies. He good with those. So I mean, it's a lot of people. Like again, me. When I find something that I'm comfortable with, I'm sticking to it because I don't have to question myself ever. Like it was like
But do you ever try to like not buy, like just even
Like
like
explore?
try to explore?
No.
Because that's your lip.
No.
You closing yourself off, bro. You don't know what's out there.
And I'm not trying to. See,
But
that's
why
the thing
not?
because I feel like
What you scared of?
it's not. It's like the only time I did explore
Mhm.
is when I got introduced to like Uniqlo.
Okay.
Like,
I love you, nigga.
Yeah, me too.
We
That's
talked about this.
This is my
Mhm.
favorite. So, me being introduced to Uniqlo was like, man, it's nice in here. It's nice, and the prices is okay. Like, this is cool. So these socks I actually got on there Uniqlo. These
Okay.
super thick too, and it's like being able to get introduced to a quality garment at a fair price point. I was like, oh, this is nice. So I had bought some sweats from them, and it was like that was my first winter in New York City, and this was like 2012. It was freezing outside. I don't even think we had a winter like that since. It was freezing outside, like below 0 degrees outside. So I buy these sweats. I looked at them. I was like, nah, these is it right here. I was like, nah, I feel like these is it. So I buy these sweats. They like $19.95 Uniqlo. You know, they put the 5 on it. I'm like, oh, okay. So it was one day. I think I was going to the chicken spot, and I put the sweats on, my little bomber jacket. Man, I didn't feel not one time a breeze go through my pants. Not one time. Like all wind was just repelling. I was like, this is nice. Toasty. Like when I tell you because they had like this fleece lining in the inside, but it was like they bonded the material, the fleece to the sweatpants. So it was just like one material, but they just sewed it into a sweat. And I was like, man, like this was phenomenal. And I put my man on. I was like, yo, you need these. I was like, yo, you need these right here. You gotta have these. And after that, I just started messing with Uniqlo. I mean, I got comfortable with the products. The products never let me down. But that took me wanting to go into me wanting to be able to just be open minded to that. A lot of things you don't have to be open minded to because it's
All I'm saying, you should. You don't know what's out there, so I feel like
Yeah.
it's not wrong with.
See,
a lot
but
of a lot of stuff is not for you.
you
I
know
get
what
that.
it is
But
too.
It's okay to explore.
I think what it is too is that I don't like mixing the brand. I don't like mixing it. Like you know how like earlier you was like when I was like, oh, I put the ones on with the Adidas pants. I did that. And I was comfortable. But some people won't do that. And now that's like my mentality. Like I don't feel comfortable mixing
I don't know. That's how I drive.
the brand.
I-
I know, but it's not wrong with that. But I think that mentality came from me like watching like documentaries of like Damon Dash. And like this was like old Rockefeller Damon Dash. So it's like super throwback. Like
Yeah, what happened? I'm so curious.
all right, so
that's what scarred you, the documentary.
nah,
Like-
so again, when I was in high school, and middle school, like I was influenced by Up North.
Right. Okay.
So me being intrigued with this, it's like I was just hunting for it, and this was like when you had like AOL dial up and stuff like that, so it was going like super slow. But whenever you got introduced, they start putting stuff on like YouTube. It was like I'm started seeing these documentaries, and it's like, damn, like how Dame was like, he was messing with he was talking to who was he talking to? He was talking to Jim Jones, and they was flying together, and he was like, why do you have a Gucci luggage with Louis Vuitton luggage. He was like, "You're a bum." And like, they millionaires. Like, you know what I'm saying? This Rockefeller days just like at they highest point. So they crazy bread. He was like, "You don't mix that. You don't mix the brands. What's wrong with you?" So after that, like, I was like, like I really didn't pay no attention. But then like recently, just going back and just like basically like pulling a page out of like one of those memory books that I had, and I go back and I start watching some of these things that I watched at a younger age, and it's like I like that. I like that mindset he was on. Like I'm so now it's like I'm embracing that mindset too. Like I'm allowing that to like seep in. But I'm cool with that. And it's like when you got some people that only buy shoes of a brand because they see like a person like a entertainer with the shoes on, so they like, oh, I'll get the shoes, but then they don't really dig into the brand. They just know like a product of the shoe, like a shoe of the a brand. So me, I started once I like bought like my first pair of Ricks or whatever. Like I wanted to dive deeper into like the brand. So once I bought like my first piece, I was like, oh, this is alright. I like this. And then after that, it was like my goal. After that, it was like this like a very immature goal, but I
No,
was like,
I respect it.
I want to be Rick down.
No,
I want to be Rick down. Like
I'm
that's
not mad at you.
it. I
'Cause
want to
I
be
thought
Rick
about it, I'm
down.
like, so what can I afford right now? And it was, oh, the shoes.
Yeah.
All right, pants, 800. Not there yet. Not there yet. Then
Yeah,
it's like,
I'm like, see, but that's a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like you can build your wardrobe. Literally, like if I was a kid and I didn't have money just to go out and spend on these certain things, like I would prioritize. Okay, what could I use the most first? For the most part, you're gonna probably go to a shoe first. All right, so you're gonna try to build your wardrobe around the shoe.
wait, side note, how you get dressed? From up, head to toe or toe to head?
Um, it honestly it varies because sometimes I could be thinking about an outfit in my head and I leave the shoes for last because I want to see which shoe flows with the fit better.
Okay.
Um, and then sometimes it's like I could buy a shoe and it's like, oh, I know I'm wearing this shoe, so I need to build an outfit around this shoe. So, but if we just say on a regular, I would say on a regular, I pretty much just top to bottom.
Top to bottom?
Yeah,
Oh no, I picked shoe first.
yeah. See, but I don't have a lot of shoes because I don't have a lot of clothes. So
You make it sound like
so
you
so
down over
so I
there.
make
Like-
so I, no no so I make it easy on myself because
Okay.
again, the choices are very limited just because I tend to now buy things with like a multi-purpose. So
Okay.
just say like buy a pair of like Ramones, right? Black and white Ramones or a white pair of Ramones. I treat those like Air Force Ones. Those are gonna go with everything. So that's my mindset. But now it's just on a higher level.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like again, just say Geo baskets. Those are my all white ones. But
Right.
they're just a Geo basket. So now it's like I already know this is gonna go good, but I just need to make sure that the outfit is
You making me
coordinated.
think I don't gotta shop that much.
Yeah, no, you don't. So we should talk about that.
Yeah.
The shopping. So
Wow.
so
Woo.
because I've learned in these last week or two that you are a hoarder.
I'm not a hoarder.
You
I
are.
just I like I said, I always have memories when I get clothes.
Yes.
Like I could go shopping and it'll be sold out online, but I go in the store, one left. It was meant for me to have. It's a memory. Hoarding stuff, no, because
How many?
I do have a couple things that I should get away. I mean, should give away, but I have plans.
When
for
was the
it.
last? See, that's what a hoarder says. I got plans for these things, and then they never go anywhere. You just add more stuff on top of it. You never get rid of anything. See,
Um,
my attachment to things or is very like it's very low.
my attachment,
It's very high.
no, my love came from clothing. Like I
Yeah, but
really appreciate my
you
clothes.
can still love clothes and still be like,
It's
okay, well,
nothing you can take. It's really nothing you can take. Like
but you can
I'll be
still love
okay,
you can still love them. You
phoneless.
can still love them and then still like, okay, well, I've had my time with this and then it's time for somebody else to enjoy it.
It's not done.
See, that's me.
I'm,
That's my
I'm not done.
that's my motto. It's
Cause
like,
the moment, not to cut you off, but the moment I gave something away, they remade it out. They bring it back, and I said, oh
yeah, I had this already.
yeah, I can't no, but now it's like I can't get it. I can't go.
See, but that's why I try to keep. That's why when I buy something, like the selection is very simple. Like
But I like crazy stuff.
if you look at like, see, I like crazy too, but I like crazy and I like to see crazy, but I can't wear crazy.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Just and it for one, it doesn't fit me properly. Crazy, because you think about crazy, it's like they're putting it on like the skinniest model
and the
there's
tallest model.
and the
You're like,
tallest model, and
bro,
I'm only
how
I'm
many
not gonna
ways am
say
I
how
gonna wear
tall I am.
this?
Yeah, I ain't.
What?
But again, so it doesn't fit me properly. But again, it looks nice. It's fly. When I see it, it's like, damn, that's crazy right there.
I feel like I have never been that shopper to go. Like when I do find stuff I like, I make sure I like it's like you said, multi-purpose. I do make sure I see myself wearing it
Over and over.
over at least like 3 times.
Yeah.
Cause it's what I brought. I brought something. Oh, I brought something. Sample style. I brought it. Wore it. It
Big
was for New
money.
Year's. And then I ain't never wear it again. I was like, bro,
You wasted money.
I could have got something else.
Yep.
Like
you
I was
coulda.
happy in the moment. I'm like, I look
See,
back.
but that's a compulsive buyer.
This
I
is
think
not,
this-
we're not. I was just sharing with you. You're over here analyzing the fuck out of me. But it's okay. I won't say I'm a compulsive buyer. I will say I do a lot of online shopping. I like to see what I like. I need to see if I need anything. If I want something in the moment, like I'm the friend that go, hey, I need a t-shirt, and you're like, but you have a t-shirt. Yeah, let's just go in the store and look,
See, but
and I'll buy a t-shirt.
see with me, I think is I look at, okay, how many things that could I possibly own, or like I said, like a cap of the number of things that I want to own, because at one point I had I probably had over 200 pairs sneakers, like, and I only probably wore 5 of them.
Why?
Like, so it was the fascination with just being able to see all
The
of
collection,
that.
right?
Yeah, just being able to see all of that, being able to go and pull something anytime I wanted to pull. If somebody wanted to try to stun on me one day, or if I wanted to go out, I'm pulling something crazy out because I had the ability. But for the most part, I didn't go out anywhere. I still don't go out now. So a lot of that stuff just sat in my closet collecting dust. And the only time that it would get any light if like I was like putting it on Instagram or something and like just like talking to my little sneaker friends. But other than that, it was like they just sat. And so now it's like being able to detach from that stuff, just like the physical things. It's like I don't necessarily need all that stuff. It's not like that connection that I had, like that whole transition from being a sneakerhead into like not being a sneakerhead. It like transformed my life, like, because now I feel like I don't need all of those things. Like,
So
and I
it's
felt like
okay.
this for a while. Like, yeah, no, like I'm super good. Like, if I have 25 items, that might be too many for me, and that shoes included.
So we're understanding that it's okay to
Besides, like, I'm not saying like boxes and like
no.
boxes.
I'm talking about like
t-shirts.
just like the idea, like you don't. It's okay to like
Repeat.
repeat and disattach yourself and just
Yes, like, cause
buy what you want, but you don't have to compulsive buy, be a hoarder.
yeah, no, cause
Just be smart.
now it's like I look at like the things that I do decide to buy. I'm really thinking about, okay, am I gonna wear that? Like, am I really gonna wear it? Like,
And I
it's
think,
not no telling how many times you're gonna see me in this hoodie,
but I think that's what
but I
people
got flavors though.
need to understand. Like, am I really gonna, like, that's a great question.
Yeah,
Like,
are
am
you
I really
really?
gonna wear that?
Yeah, are you really gonna wear it? Like, are you like? Why are you spending your money on this? Like, I again, if we had to, if somebody imposed a rule on us where we could only buy so much clothing per year, would you waste this time and this money into that garment that you feel like, oh, I need it right now? Would that be one of the things that you like just say it would be like a lifeline? Would you waste a lifeline on that
Of
if
course
you
not.
had to?
Because
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
because it's more other
clothes
important things.
is not a necessity.
Yeah,
It's
but just say it was. Just say like
Mhm.
you had to have a wardrobe and it had to consist of 25 items, right? That's your cap. Like just say that's a law. 25 items every year, you got to buy 25 items. Would you waste every time you got the idea of saying I want a t-shirt or I want a hoodie, I want a pair of pants, I want a pair of shoes? Are you going to waste one of these 25 now on this particular thing? Or are you going to say, "Nah, I'll wait. I'll wait."
I mean, it varies because
How important is it?
everything I still everything comes out.
Again. See,
Yeah, but some stuff
some
become
things,
like some stuff become
things are
archived. Some stuff is just
some
they
things,
really won't make again.
some things are limited. Some things are archive pieces and
But I get what
grill
you're saying
and
in
grill
that
pieces.
essence of just.
But
But
do
that's
you
what.
really need it though?
But that's why I'm getting to the point of now. Like it's very much
Mm-mm.
real. Which excuse me.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'm getting to the point where it's just like I don't need stuff. Yes, I want stuff.
Can we do a yard sale for
Bro,
some
I'm
of your
not selling
clothing?
my stuff. Like you and like 5 other people want me to sell my stuff, bro. And it's sad because I know it's a couple things that you would fit and I can't fit right now. But it's all right because I'm making plans to fit it again. And that's why I'm not selling it.
When? So it's always going to be so with that case, it's always going to be a point in your wardrobe that you're not going to be able to fit something.
But like I said, Jay-Z says it's a whatever. I forgot how many ways I said.
So that means
no,
when you get smaller,
yeah, I'm wearing all my shit again.
the clothes that are now are too big.
No. I've always been able to fluctuate with like my body type, with my weight. It's never been an issue. I know what looks good on me. I know what doesn't look good on me when I was skinny or whatever the case was, or this is the biggest I've been, whatever the case is. I think I'm blessed to have that. Like I'll
To be able
so
to go up and
the
down.
The clothes kind of recycle in a way.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, oh, this didn't feel like this before.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a little big. And I'll make it work. But you wouldn't know. You just be like, oh, okay.
See,
Same shit.
I think that's why now.
But as we're getting older, I'm realizing that I don't have the I do have the luxury, but it's not important right now. Like it's other stuff I could put that money towards.
Yep.
To set me up how I want to be in the future, so I'm able to do what I'm doing.
Yep.
All these years
On
now.
a bigger scale.
Yeah, and like really like not sweat it. Like
yeah,
how about two?
Yeah. See, that was my concept. That was my concept that one time, like, where if you, I can't remember where I heard it from, but like that was the motto going forward. If you can't buy 2, then you can't afford it. So that means you don't need it.
Is that the German dropping? Do you believe that? Do you live by that?
That's real.
Do you live by it?
I technically, yeah.
Okay.
Technically, yes.
So that's okay. I don't live by it.
Because
I could buy half and one.
If you can't, like, I think about what other things I could be doing with like money, right? So if I'm about to max out, because it was days where again you could be working all day just to buy a garment, and then like you got to be broke for the next 2 weeks when
Yeah,
you know we was on that cycle of
right.
the regular pay. It's like, nah, that's not. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do when you young. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you young, you do that when you young.
But no. But let me ask you, because I read this and I was like, in my head, it messed up my mind a little because it was like, I forgot. It was like, if the item is $700
Mm-hmm.
and it goes down to $400 and you buy it, you did not save $300.
No, you didn't.
Why?
The reason you didn't save $300 is because that garment probably already was $400 and they marked it up to $700. So now you're actually buying the product at the right price that they should have marked it at out the door. But seeing that it's a retail, they got to be able to put 50% on top of that for the reseller to make its money at the same time for the overhead.
I said yes. I'm like, yeah, save money. What you mean?
No, you didn't save nobody. No.
Not, but like it kind of messed. It kind of played with me.
Nah, you ain't make no money. You ain't say no money.
But
You ain't say no money. Because nah, you didn't. I mean, because these same like when they set up sales, literally those are the same sales that they had all year, for the most part. Like, well, not luxury goods because they don't put those on sale until like sale season. But if we just talking about anything in general, like things go on sale today and then tomorrow they won't be on sale. Like it goes with the season. Like buying, like I was looking for my son a pair of Timbs. It was like they had like some colored Timbs, and I was like, okay, I'll just come back and get him. He don't need Timbs right now.
so
It's back to school. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and cop the Timbs. I'm gonna just get everything right now, get it out the way. Yeah.
what do you feel like it should? So it
Yeah,
should.
they wasn't on sale no more. They was off sale.
It should be buy when you need it, or what we said just a few minutes ago.
I think you buy in advance. I think you buy in it. I think you can buy in advance. Cause me, I do buy in advance.
So shop in advance. So shop. I think it should be maybe shop out of season, right? When you say explain that real fast.
Yeah, I don't buy
Out of season.
Yeah, I don't buy in season because at that point
It's gonna come. Yeah.
it's my size is already gone already, or it's things that I don't want, or it's prices that I don't want to pay because now it's in season. So now that means again the price is now up now because it's in season. I'd rather buy things out of season. Like,
So we're shopping out of season,
yes,
and we're only buying if you could buy it twice.
yep. I mean, because that's important. If you can buy it twice, if you don't have enough money to buy it twice, then you don't need that item. You don't need it.
And what's the third one? Third gym we leaving.
The third one would be
Oh, it's okay to let go.
yeah, it's okay to let go.
I'm slowly learning it's okay to let go.
Yeah.
Still not having this out, but in due time.
I think that's important. I think that's important to let go.
To let go
To let go.
of unhealthy item
Unhealthy traits.
traits. Okay. Oh, I like that trait.
Yeah.